Hello and welcome back to Monday's Pitch. We'll pick up where we left off with the remainder of Week 3's fixtures.
Yeah.
Then we'll have a little bit of a chat later about certain managers. As I will say for now, we'll get to it in a minute. Yeah. So one big game that we haven't talked about yet was Bournemouth Man City.
Ooh.
Bit of controversy as well, which is always exciting.
Good when your team's not involved.
Unless you're on the receiving end of it, yeah. It's always
Yeah.
So first off, City got a win. I feel they're sorry for Bournemouth.
I was really angry.
Aside from the controversial, the result in itself and the way Bournemouth played, I think that's very harsh on them.
Yeah, I mean, they played really well. I thought they held their own. City, of course, far more superior to Bournemouth.
Yeah, you look at that. The money that it's the players that they brought in.
But Bournemouth didn't bend over. They just brought the game to them, and
got a great start as well. Charlie Daniels.
Wow! How do we even begin to start that way? Daniels, wow!
That was
goal of the season, dare I say?
Contender, definitely contender.
Definitely. What a strike.
For a defender as well.
Yeah, I mean, he took it first time as well. It bounced in and he just smashed it. And from that angle, the audacity to even attempt that.
Yeah.
But great goal and you know, confidence straight away.
Yeah. And what I see is that Bournemouth, they really went. They went at them.
Yeah.
They didn't do what Everton did last week.
No.
Really.
No.
They literally just went. Right,
Yes.
you're in our backyard.
It was a tough game. It was a really tough game.
City had 70% possession.
Yeah, but it was not. It's just.
No, possessions.
Yeah, I mean,
possessions here, not there, really. I just like.
You look at the quality of the players on the pitch. If City didn't have 70% possession, they should be disappointed.
Yeah.
If they can't keep the ball between, how many million they spent. But yeah, Bournemouth brought the game to them, and I felt really hard done. They would feel really hard done, but I felt really hard done. I had nothing to do with Bournemouth. Watching the game, referees indicated 5 minutes of additional play. Obviously, it could have been 2-3-1 to City by then, but it wasn't.
No, it was a Phoebe who came off, who was injured.
Yeah.
He got injured during that 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So understandably they're going to add a minute or so.
Yeah, and then it went on to, 9 minutes? Almost 10 minutes when City scored.
The goal was the 97th minute, so it was like 96 minutes and something seconds.
Are you sure it wasn't later?
No, 97. Yeah.
Alright, okay. Yeah. Anyway, they did play off
the game went on.
Yeah, the game went on. But then, obviously, there was another incident after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I suppose, you add on another minute or so, but just really, I mean, if you want to be technical about it, then maybe just the minutes just were justified.
Yeah. Now,
just demoralising.
Yeah. The build up to the goal as well.
Yeah.
The free kick.
Yeah. Yeah, it was taken from miles away from where the foul was committed. You can argue that it's further back.
If it was further forward, then
absolutely
absurd.
But the referees tend to let it play if you're taking it from further back. But it's just because the foul had been committed and then the ball just rolled off and they took a quick free kick. Now that's an issue there because it's a quick free kick, not taken from position. The referee could have pulled it back and said wait for my whistle or something like that, which I think he should have, because the players were not ready, but these.
Oh yeah, you could argue.
Yeah, you can argue all these.
You're professional footballers.
Yeah.
You should be ready to fight till the last second.
Yeah.
But wasn't a foul.
Anyway,
not for me. It wasn't a foul.
No, there was a great tackle.
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So the fact that first of all, it wasn't a foul. And then the free kick wasn't taken from the right position, but we can let that slide.
Yeah.
And it led to goal. I mean, it's just heartbreaking. And then Sterling scored. It wasn't the cleanest of goals though.
No,
it did take a touch off the defender.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
It floated in. I mean, a goal is a goal.
Yeah, if it hits the back of the net, you've done your job.
Okay. Thoughts about what happened after the goal?
Right now, I do have kind of strong feelings about this because I completely understand. If I was a footballer and I'd just done that, that's the first thing I'd do. I'd be literally diving head first into the crowd because that's the passion of football. That's what it's all about. Now, I completely understand why players do that. And in a looking at the big picture, I don't think they should be punished for that.
No.
In that sense.
No.
But this rule was brought in years and years ago. It's been that way for God knows how long now. We were on the receiving end of it, to an extent, when Tim Cahill, when he scored his first Everton goal, same thing. Well, he took his shirt off and went a bit apeshit like, sent off. Now it is harsh. When it's for you, it is harsh. But it's a letter of the law, and everyone knows it. Unless you're some lad coming from like the Argentinian leagues who's never watched the Premier League.
Yeah.
Then you should know. Everyone knows about this. Taking your shirt off, just over exaggerating your celebration. You are going to get punished. Like being said, like I said, I don't agree with it. I think you should be allowed to, as long as they're not taking the piss, they should be allowed to celebrate the way they want.
Yeah. I totally agree with you because it is. I like the way you put it though. It is the same as taking your shirt off, isn't it? Because nobody actually brought it up about the whole taking the shirt off. Everyone's like, oh, he's jumped into the crowd. You can't do that. It's a yellow card offence. Yes, it is. By the letter of the law, it is a yellow card offence. But if you just directly compare it to taking your shirt off, it just makes things so much simpler. Like you could have stood there, not jumped around, not put your fist in the air, just take your shirt off to celebrate, and you would have got a yellow card anyway. So it is the same thing. By letter of the law, it is an offence. He had been booked before. He was going to go. In terms of if you want to judge it whether it was dangerous, when he jumped into the crowd, it's kind of hard because the ground was tiny, and the crowd were literally not even a couple of yards away from the line. So if you even stood at the line, the crowd could jump on you. It's one of those things you can argue about it all day. But if that was the case, then maybe 7 or 8 of the City players should have got booked because they all jumped on top of him.
Everyone went.
Yeah, everyone went. In a time where people are saying like players especially like Sterling, who don't really who get criticised a lot for not having passion for the game, and they're only in it for the money, and it's a job for them. And then when they actually exhibit this passion for the game, I mean, I don't care which club you play for. It could be Sunday League, it could be just a friendly match. You score a goal in the last minute. It's just instinct. You don't have time to think. Your mind is
the emotion takes over. That's what. Yeah.
You're not gonna. You're like, all right, guys, I've scored. Let's get the ball, put it back in centre circle, play again. No, you're just gonna. And so you can't blame anybody, but in terms of rules, it can't.
I sympathise with players who are punished because of the rule being there in the first place. Yeah. But everyone knows the rule. So for that reason, I've got no sympathy.
Yeah,
it's a bit annoying.
You are a professional after all.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So quite an interesting start to the weekend, wasn't it? For it being the first game.
Yeah.
At the back end of it, we had Tottenham. Still unable to win at Wembley.
Yeah. Harry Kane unable to score in the month of August.
Yep. That's it for another 12 months at least. And
if you look at the game, if you watch the match and if you've seen the highlights again after that, you realise that he must have had at least 10 chances that any other month of the year, at least 3 or 4 would have gone in. He gets the same chances all the time and he buries them. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, I say that is a bit of a mystery. But it's not just Kane, because Tottenham overall had 28 attempts on goal.
There you go.
And he still only managed to get 1 in.
Yeah, and that was a scrappy goal from Dele Alli as well.
Yeah, not exactly.
No.
Yeah. Now, it's a bit of a tricky one. It can't be that I don't personally think there's a psychological thing about Wembley. Personally, the second they get their first win at Wembley, as their home ground, it'll all be forgotten. Yeah. Because the news will be Spurs family win at Wembley. Yeah. After that, no one's asked, and it's a normal game. But I think it's just that sucker punch. The fact that it was right at the end.
Yeah, but
and it's lengthened the issue.
Yeah, they got caught, didn't they? The defence was out of position. They were, I think, going for the second goal, and they got caught out. Great pass, great goal.
But he took his goal well.
Yeah, Chris Woods, isn't it?
Yeah. Just Anfield from Leeds, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, left Leeds on slightly awkward terms, but that's beside the point.
No one cares about Leeds anyway.
Not really.
Yeah, so great result for them. I mean, getting a 1-1 draw away to Tottenham.
Yeah, can't argue with that at all.
No.
I mean, we've got Tottenham after the international break at home.
Yeah, I think by this, I think it's put a bit of pressure on Pochettino now.
Yeah. You reckon?
Because I know it's early days and you can't judge anything right now, but you've fallen behind. What they've won away the first game, lost at home to Chelsea 2-1,
Yeah.
and then now drew. So that's what 4 points. And if you want to be competing, you got to these are the games that you got to win. Because they're going to be tougher fixtures coming on.
Well,
But again, like I said, it's early days.
similar to what it was what Fergie said all them years ago. Goals win your games, defence wins your titles.
Yeah,
And
true.
at the minute, it seems like that is kind of the case with Tottenham at the minute.
Yeah.
Because they've got some great players, apart from in August when Harry Kane is not allowed to score.
Yeah. I think that's just a handicap put forward by the team. Otherwise, you'll end up with 50 goals
to
this
try and
season.
stop him
Yeah.
try and stop him getting a third.
Yeah.
We had the last kind of exciting game of the weekend was Crystal Palace Swansea. Palace again, not doing very well.
No. Swansea, well, obviously going into the game, both Swansea and Palace had not scored in the league and not won any games, and both went in without getting a goal. But I don't know. Crystal Palace had chances.
They're missing Zaha,
Yeah,
so I've seen that.
but they still got the likes of Kabay, Cleverly.
Yeah, I thought there was flashes when he was at Kabay. And
Yeah, he managed to get into the
when they
ball.
linked up pretty
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But just couldn't quite.
No,
end
and
product
they've got
really.
Benteke.
Mm.
So they've got quality in terms of getting a goal. Just not quite working out for them at the moment. You've got Townsend.
Yeah, there's talk about him getting off as well, isn't there? There's talk about some sort of swap deal with him and Damari Gray from Leicester.
That would be an interesting one.
You never know.
I mean, he had his moments, didn't he, for England? Townsend, I mean, he's a really quick player.
He is, yeah. I mean, I've never personally been much of a fan of him, but yeah, he's got talent. I mean, you won't be a Premier League footballer if you didn't have some talent.
But then he went to Newcastle, and then I think it's just went.
Yeah. Well, mention on Swansea, Abraham, his first goal.
Yeah.
Also, did you hear they mentioned on Match Today that was Swansea's first shot on target all season?
Yeah. Yeah, both teams have been rubbish there, say, going forward so far. I mean,
defensively though, Swansea have been alright.
Yeah.
So
other than the 4 goals they conceded,
Yeah, well, up until last weekend, it looked like everyone was going to concede against United.
Yeah.
And I think there won't be many teams that can get a clean sheet against United or don't concede.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
maybe Southampton or my goodness. No.
Yeah, you never know. Mention Southampton. Now, obviously, the last 2 games we haven't talked about, both 0-0. Not a lot to talk about. Briefly, we'll talk Huddersfield, Southampton. Huddersfield still unbeaten.
Yeah.
Pretty good for them, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so what's that? 2 wins and a draw.
2 wins and a draw. Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's right.
So it's going into the international break.
Yeah.
I mean, you ask any Huddersfield fan,
Oh.
would they be happy with that? I think they'd be absolutely buzzing with
I
that.
think it was the last time they did that in the top flight. They won the league. Yeah.
Mhm. Well, that's the thing, because
So it was a long time ago.
yeah, well, in serious that Huddersfield, they were the first team to ever win 3 consecutive top flights.
Yeah.
That was in the 20s, and they would have won it a fourth year if it wasn't for a certain Mr. Dixie Dean, who managed to win the league for Everton. But
There you go.
yeah, we're looking a bit too far in the past now.
No, but it's been. I mean, they couldn't ask for a better start, can they?
And 0-0. It's a point to point.
Yeah.
You want to survive.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go. These
They've
0-0s.
been really good defensively as well.
Yeah. Talking about Southampton, we mentioned we talked about Fraser Forster.
That's what I meant when I said that they could keep a clean sheet against.
Yeah,
against
fantastic game, didn't he?
Oh, Unbelievable, Jeff. he's been. I mean, you have to say now, Gareth Southgate has to pick him as number one.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just give it to Joe Hart just based on the fact that he's more experienced or been there for a longer time. Yeah, it's got to be on merit now.
And to be fair, Southgate, the way I see Southgate is, he's that manager that he'll give.
I hope so.
Players a chance.
I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, I'm not an England fan.
Exactly. It doesn't really matter to you.
It doesn't matter to me,
It's just in the news anyway.
yeah, but he's been great.
Yeah.
The saves that he pulled off.
Yeah. I think it should be. The way I say it should be between Forster and Jack Butland. Now, at the minute, I give Forster the nod just because Butland, he's had his injury problems. He's fit now, but yeah, I think Forster's a great keeper. I would love to have him with us.
You look at his size and he's got great presence in the box. He looks commanding. He's what a goalkeeper should look like. He looks like he manages defence pretty well. And when they've failed him, he seems to have covered up for them. So I think he's had a great start.
Fair enough, yeah. Final game, only really one thing to talk about. Watford Brighton. Bit of a nasty red card, that wasn't it?
I think Alan Shearer said this on the Match of the Day. He said that for those of you who have not seen this tackle right now, don't worry, tune in to Crime Watch on Thursday and it'll be featured on there. I mean, it was criminal. That tackle.
No attempt to the ball at all.
And at first glance, when you look at it, it was a bad challenge, but you don't realise how bad it was when you see the reverse angle from the sidelines. It's Cummins, like with no intent to get the ball whatsoever. Justified.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the only talking about from that game.
Yeah.
But I mean, clean sheet for Brighton.
Brighton can't complain.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Just for the last few minutes, we mentioned teams that aren't doing too well, such as Crystal Palace and West Ham.
Yeah.
Now, there's been reports. I know, obviously, it's all paper talk and all this stuff, but there was talks that Bilic was having crisis talks at West Ham.
Yeah.
Whether crisis talks is the right way to describe it, if he's having talks about his future, that's got to be a cause for concern.
Well, the board has I think it was before the game over the weekend. The board have come out and said that they do back him. They do. He definitely has their 100% backing at the moment. But we all know that things can change in a split second.
Allardyce had the full backing of them as well, and they don't really give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't hold much ground anymore.
No.
But I think. I hope he stays. I hope he's given more time. I think he's building something there. Hernandez, Arnautovic, and all these guys. I think they just need a bit of time to get the tactics right. Maybe he needs to change tactics about. I don't know, but they need a bit more time to play together.
Yeah.
Once they gel, I think they'll be a decent team. They're not gonna be world beaters, but they'll be a decent team. I reckon they'll get 40 points if they gel.
I can't see them getting relegated.
No.
Because I just think
stranger things have happened.
Yeah. And then obviously talk about Crystal Palace. Not going very well for them either.
I don't know what's going on there because Frank de Boer, I mean, you're a typical Dutch manager. He's got to play total football and everything, and he had a great gig at Ajax and that. And I think maybe he needs to simplify things. Maybe he's come in and sort of decided to tell them, all right lads, we're going to play total football, we're going to play passing, a bit of tiki-taka, that sort of thing. It's not going to work. It's not going to work as with Crystal Palace. No offense to Crystal Palace, but not immediately anyway. You got to start off and you inherited a team. You got to work your way around it, see what the players' qualities are, and then try to exploit those.
Yeah.
But it'll be harsh if he, because as soon as he just come in,
yeah,
it'll be really harsh if he.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't like seeing managers going too early in the season.
No.
Definitely should give him time.
Yeah, I think you got to give him at least a couple more months.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like I said, obviously they've not just come up or anything.
No.
But this is one pet peeve of mine about football. is, let's say, a newly promoted team, like obviously Huddersfield and Brighton, they've done well so far, but sometimes you see a newly promoted team, they struggle a bit, and they get rid of the manager.
Yeah.
Or they do okay, ultimately get relegated, manager goes. I just don't like it, because you come into the biggest league, unless they've gone in unprepared, I don't think they should deserve sack. When you're coming up against like, a team like Huddersfield,
Yeah.
coming up the millionaires of your Man Cities, your Chelseas, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, you got to give them a chance.
Yeah. And I think they're quick to forget what managers done in the previous season. Obviously, you can't say that at Crystal Palace, but
obviously City is a new guy.
But because he's a new guy, I think you need to give him a little bit more time.
Yeah, obviously they're going to be under scrutiny because let's see what this guy does.
Yeah.
He's done this in the past.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do in the Premier League.
You got to give the guy a fighting chance at least. I mean, if you sack him after a month, what are you going to come? You're going to bring in someone else,
Where's the time?
and then you got to start over again. So you need another month, and by the time you could be in a really serious position. Yeah, so I feel but modern football, no room for patience.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, for those two in particular, same as Arsenal. Obviously, we did touch on that before.
I don't know. What do you think is going to happen at Arsenal? Let's just talk about it for like 30 seconds or so. Quickly summarize it. What do you think is going to happen
in terms of this season?
Yeah.
I think they'll start to pick it up. I think they'll quickly work out what they've done wrong. Now, it depends on, obviously, it looks like Chamberlain's gone. Sanchez, probably.
Yeah.
I think they won't be as bad as it looks at the minute. I still think, they're not, let's be honest, they're not going to finish in the bottom half. They'll still finish in the top half. Top four, the way it's going, not a chance. There's too much competition up there. I'll tell you what, if they didn't get Europa League, I don't know, that'd just be criminal. If they didn't get Europa League.
So
I think they will.
My question to you is, he's definitely staying till the end of the season.
Yeah, I don't think he'll go. Not before the end of the season.
Okay.
I don't think he wouldn't have signed the new extension if he didn't think he was going to be.
And if he does go, it'll be him. It won't be.
He'd have to resign.
Yeah.
I don't think he's super at what he's done.
Did you know he got a $2 million pay rise when he signed a new deal?
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like.
That's something to think about.
Yeah, so
be good at your job for 20 years.
Yeah.
Have a bit of a bad spell.
Yeah.
Get a pay rise.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
If only that was like that in life.
Yeah, you come back after not delivering what you set out to do. You know what? Don't feel bad about it. Here's a $2 million pay rise. But
I might write my letter, see if we got anything going for me.
Yeah, but I do feel for him a little bit, but he's been around the block long enough to know that this is how the football works. And but it won't surprise me, just quickly, it won't surprise me if he forces Sanchez to stay. Like he does whatever it takes to keep him at the club. I don't know how it's going to reflect on Sanchez's attitude moving forward, but if he sort of just puts his foot down, although that doesn't really work for him before, has he? He's always come out and said, right, this player's staying, end of, next week the player is signed for another club. So, we'll have to see. Last quick fact.
Go on.
Peter Cech
has
conceded more goals at Arsenal in 3 years than he has in his 11-year Chelsea career.
Ooh.
We'll leave you on that note.
Wow. I'm amused over that one. Thanks for joining us, guys. Great international week, so gonna be a bit frustrating.
It's too soon.
Yeah.
We just started. We just started.
Getting the swing of it, you're so happy playing force break.
Waste of time.
But see what happens.
Yeah.
But we'll pick something up before the next round of fixtures.
Cheers.
Have a great night, guys. Cheers.
Easy.